What's up, friends? It's Trigg Hayward here, and we are gonna make some proxies today. It's gonna be a super fun video. We're gonna just have a blast with this because, creating proxies, we love to do it. So, yeah, just stick around, and the tutorial's coming right up. Alright, hello everyone, this is Trigg Hayward here, your fellow classmate, or if you're just finding this online, glad I can help you out. We're going to make some proxies. So you're going to create a new project. I'm going to name this Proxy Example. So now you're going to go over here to this tab, Ingest Settings, and you're going to click Ingest. But here's the problem. You have to have the newest edition of Adobe Premiere installed, or else this error message will pop up. So I'm going to go over here and skip to when I'm on the new Premiere. Okay. Alright, so here we are on Adobe Premiere 2022. We're going to name the new project Proxy Example. Then we're going to go into our ingest settings. And if you want to, I kind of like to make sure I know where the file is located just in case I need to see where the project is or anything. Because you're also going to need to make a new folder in just a moment. So you're going to ingest, then this little drop down will let you create a copy and the proxies. So you want to do both. The preset is pretty important because it's going to change the frame rate, aspect ratio, all that good stuff. So I'm going to create a new folder just for these proxies. I'm going to name it Proxies right next to my project folder. So you'll see I'll go back here. It's right where I had my project file. I just created a new folder, and that's going to hold all the proxies. So you're going to change your preset to whatever one you want. I like to do the ProRes low resolution proxy. And then you're going to want to see where it's located. So that's where it's going to be, proxy destination. Alright, so you're going to hit OK, and then it's going to bring you back to Premiere. Nothing is going to happen until you actually drop in the footage. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add some footage into Premiere, and then the proxies will start to do their magic. So I just have some footage from a little walk in Paris. I'm going to drop all of that in. So now once your footage is dropped into the project file, Media Encoder is going to open up automatically. You don't have to do anything, it'll do it by itself, because what you're doing is your ingest settings is every time you drop a clip into the import bin, it's going to go be ingested and change the frame rate and create the proxy for it. So then when you edit it, it's going to be nice and smooth. Right, Ethan? Do you want to make a cameo? Okay, cool. Ethan's asleep. And while we're waiting, this quick little advertisement. Here we have the DBVP official playlist on Spotify. It's about 232 songs. It's a mashup of just about everything you could ever like, so check that out. So finally, Adobe Media Encoder has opened up. And so what's going to happen when you get into Media Encoder is all the footage that you dropped into Premiere is going to automatically go into Media Encoder and start the ingest process. So first it drops them all into Media Encoder before it starts the ingest. And you'll see it's going to take a long time just to get it all into Media Encoder. So then finally, once we see that it's all in there, all of the clips are in media encoder, it's going to finally start to ingest. So you can see it's slowly doing each clip one at a time. And this is why the proxies thing takes so long, is it goes through every single file, plays it from start to finish, and does the ingest process, and basically compiles and compresses the footage to make it easier to edit. But when you export the footage at the end, then it's going to go back to the original file and just apply all the settings that you did in editing. So super easy. We're going to wait for all of that proxy magic to happen, because it's going to go through and do each individual clip. So it's probably going to took me about 45 minutes making this video, and it wasn't even 4K footage, so it might take you guys a while, because this is usually done for 4K footage. But even with 1080p, like, it's still taking a long time. So here we go. Finally, all your footage has been ingested, the proxies are created, but there's one more thing you need to do before you start editing. So now that the proxies are created, we know where they are, we just need to attach them to the actual footage that you have imported. So I'm going to go to my project bin, I'm going to go to the bottom clip, and I'm going to go to the top. I'm going to select all of them, right click, and go to proxy. I'm going to attach the proxies. So when you hit attach, it's basically going to get the original file, find the proxy file that we just created for it with Adobe Media Encoder, and we're going to connect them so that when you edit, you're able to use the proxy and get its functionality out of it, because you just did all that work. So you want to actually edit the proxy file, not the big. You want the compressed file to edit. And now when you see that they're attached, it's going to say status online. That's how you know you're good to go. That's how you know your footage is ready to edit. Because before, when you would look at the footage, it would say offline before we attached the proxies. So we should be good to go. And yeah, hope this helped you guys out. Now you can edit 4K footage very smoothly, like butter, smooth like butter. Yeah, and leave a comment if you enjoyed this video, and leave a like and subscribe. So yeah, peace out, y'all. This has been real.